Hi, I'm Tim Madden, and I'm the Director of Sales for the Engage Packaging Group. And I'm here today with our VSA1825 doing some of the basics of film threading. Film threading can be complicated, but we'll show you some easy steps today to make that easier for you, to make changeovers quicker, and make your operators happy at the end of the day. First of all, we want to start with center folded film. And so as we put that on the film rack on top, that center fold is going to go downstream of the machine. Let's come to the back. So as I lift that up and I set that on the cradle, that center fold is downstream. So we'll tuck that into the roller, and now we're ready to go. All right, this first step is we got the film on the machine and we're going in the right direction. Next thing is maybe pull out a couple of feet worth of film. That way we've got some slack on it. We're going to tuck it underneath the pin perf and the pin perf roller here, this brush roller here. So there are 6 separate perfs on this machine, so we want to get it, obviously we have to perforate the film, so we get it through there. And then we have to kind of tuck it in through the drive roller system. So on this side of the machine, there's a little lever that engages or disengages our drive roller system. So right now I'm disengaged. So that way I'll pull the film through that. So now we've got the film through. We're not going to engage that roller system yet, because then we're going to come up around the idle roller here and then down around our dancer system. So when the dancer is engaged, then our drive roller is going to help pay off film. So once we kind of get around this final idle roller, I'm going to engage our drive roller. So if you can see, watch, I'll just barely tug on that film, and now you can see it's paying off really easy. So then we go around this film separator bar, and then there's that final idle roller here before we'll move to the front of the machine. Okay, so now we're at the front of the machine here. And so we've got additional idle roller system here that's on a slotted rail. So that kind of sets up so that film should be at the center point of your product height. So we have it in this setup here right now because we're running a little bit of a low profile product. So we go around the top roller, then around the bottom roller, you can see here. And now we come to probably the most frustrating part for any operator, is getting around the inverting head system. So let's walk through that slowly so you can kind of see how that happens. So first thing we want to do is we want to kind of open the film up, open the center fold up so it's flat. And you want to take the bottom layer of film and we're going to tuck it around the matching inverting bar here. So you kind of tuck it underneath, and we're kind of basically going to be running that towards the front of the machine. So I'm going to start pulling that, you can see, towards the front of the machine here. And my dancer system's working, so I'm going to stop there because you can see that we have film underneath there, and now I've tucked my film on the top here. So basically, I'm creating a path for my product to go in here. So now I'm coming to the front, and I've got that bottom layer of film again. That's going around the edge of this conveyor, you can see, and we've got a little spring on the end of this conveyor that helps keep that film out. So now, basically, if you look, I've got the matching amount of film on the bottom and the matching on the top, and now I have to come into the miser wheel. You can come around this last little rod here. This kind of is a film separator for the product. It kind of keeps the film up over the product a little bit. That way, it, especially if you got something that might shingle. And then once you come through your idle roller system, now we kind of tuck it, just have to get it started into our scrap chains or our scrap belt here. Okay, now, so once we've got our film around the inverting bars, through our miser wheel, kind of getting started into our film takeaway. We're going to close our safety guarding, and then we can now use the HMI to kind of guide us through the rest of this. So we have a pulling film, so that'll feed the film. If I just push that a little bit, that'll start feeding film. So now we've created an area of a bag somewhat in the seal area. And now if I hit the end sealing button, now we'll make a seal. And then I'm going to open that up again, and I'm going to grab that film out of there. So now I basically created my bag, which you'll see there. Okay, one thing is just this little trick that I really think will save everybody a lot of time, so you don't have to try rethreading everything all the way down and around to the scrap wheel, is if you take and break off the scrap from the old roll, and as we're replacing that, and I just tie it to that roll there. And so now I've got that, so I just basically take the scrap from my new roll, and I'm just going to tie this on. Just make a couple simple knots here. 2 basic little knots. So now I've got that secured. Now I don't have to bring it all the way back around. I basically splice the roll together so it comes together, so I don't have to start all over again. Okay, so now we've got our film threaded. Machine should be set up and ready to go. I'm just going to go to the main screen here and get my start button, get my conveyors going. I just want to run a couple products to make sure what I did worked all right. There we go, made a good bag, we're ready to go. Okay, so now we've walked through some of the basics of threading the film on our VSA1825. Just one thing to remember, I know it can get frustrating, especially on the first time. We do have a film threading diagram on the side of the machine that walks through every step that I went through step by step here a little bit ago. You can always refer to your manual. Your manual that came with the machine will have the film threading diagram in it. And if you've got any questions, feel free to give us a call at 800-835-9344. We'll be happy to take care of you. Thanks for watching this video today. If you want to see more videos on instructions of some of our other equipment or application videos, just go to our Eastey website at eastey.com.